How's everyone feeling? Can you hear me?
Hi, everybody.
Thanks everyone for coming. My name is Eric Kim, and this is Maangchi, which I feel like she doesn't need an introduction because I've been cooking from her recipes since I was in college. And I should be nervous about talking in front of so many of you, but I think I'm nervous about being with her. Anyway, thank you for being here and for coming. But yeah, we're gonna talk about kimchi today. And especially because we're in prime kimchi making time, which is the fall. I think one thing I really wanted to know, we talked a lot backstage, but I think what I wanted to know from you, Maangchi, is what was your experience like growing up? What was Kim Jang like for you in Korea?
We're gonna sit down here. You stand here, cooking.
Right.
Hey guys, thank you for coming to see our presentation. So this is a very intense cooking class plus talking about kimchi, Kim Jang, winter kimchi. So just in 40 minutes later, even though our meeting is a very short meeting, I want you to go home and then think about kimchi and make your own kimchi, or at least you can taste the kimchi if you haven't tasted yet. What do you think? Good? Woo. I'm so happy to work with Eric Kim. He's my really favorite person in the world.
You got that on camera, right? Yeah. Good. Cool.
So you asked about Kim Jang. I need to talk about kimchi first. For Koreans, kimchi is really important. How many people know about the Korean people think they're so proud of kimchi, right? I'm the kimchi lady, making kimchi all the time. Before my kimchi runs out, I gotta make. If kimchi is low, I feel so uncomfortable. If rice is low, I'm so uncomfortable. Kimchi and rice, I can survive, no problem. So not only me, all of Koreans think like this. But I can make kimchi spring, summer, fall, but winter time, especially in the old days, my grandmothers, those guys are no no refrigerator. And then also, fruits, all kinds of vegetables are not available during the cold winter time. So we had to make this kimchi like a peak season for napa cabbage, and also radish and all kinds of vegetables are just a late kind of fall season is a peak. So we make a lot of many quantities of kimchi so that whole entire family eat this kimchi during the cold winter, 3 months, 4 months. So this is a kind of you cannot make by yourself. Because my mom used to make Kim Jang winter kimchi, 200 heads of napa cabbage. I remember.
How many pounds is that?
It's like one Korean cabbage is big.
Right.
Also, especially peak season,
right.
One is almost 8 pounds. Maybe this one is
big.
1.5 pounds, I can say. So this is a huge, very nice kind of green. Outer leaves are very green, This kind of a cabbage is a very lot of kimchi we make. And also not only cabbage kimchi, radish kimchi. So you can't make by yourself. Usually all family, friends get together, helping each other from the beginning. So cutting in half and salting, and then washing, and make filling, and together and sharing together. So all this process activity, all this, we call this Kim Jang. Kim Jang means that it's a kind of a process. Another meaning is that this specially made kimchi is also called Kim Jang kimchi. Mm-hmm. So this is like a Kim Jang. We need to know about kimchi. Why Koreans love kimchi like that.
And this is sort of like an OG. We're making the napa cabbage kimchi today, but there are many different types. You can kimchi many different vegetables. Do you have a favorite type of kimchi?
Of course, napa cabbage kimchi.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, napa batch kimchi is, you can make, so Koreans make Kim Jang winter kimchi, and every family has their own specialty. Sometimes never release their secret. So my secret is I'm using bone broth.
Whoa.
So I'm
wow.
just releasing, I think for the first time, for New York Times, the people, you guys bought ticket to see this. So I make bone broth, beef bone broth and milky broth, and then I add some glutinous rice, flour, and then make it kind of a little sticky porridge. When I was young, my mom made that porridge, and then I was kind of looking at, my mom didn't use bone broth, just the glutinous rice porridge. It's like when it's boiling, like some bubbles are popping up, my mouth was watering, even looking at this. So that's kind of my memory. So the Napa cabbage kimchi, we call this batch kimchi. And why I love this batch kimchi is that you can make all kinds of dishes. So Koreans put some, when they make kimchi, inside they can add all kinds of stuff. I use sometimes shrimp. And then my friends whose parents-in-law came from North Korea, she using belt fish, cut it into like 2 inches. You know the hair tail belt fish? And she using just a real raw fish inside. I asked her, what it tastes like? And she said, oh, this one is going to be eaten in 2 months or 3 months later because the fish has to be fermented along with the kimchi. So please let me know. Please let me know when you are ready to eat. I really want to taste. Actually, she never forget. She called me. I went there. I tasted. It tastes like a kind of a little cooked, like in acid, because kimchi. Kimchi is, of course, a sour taste. It tastes like a little cooked.
That part of your video, she has a Tenjang Chiga video on YouTube that you should look up. And in the end of the video, when she's serving the stew, you take out cod, like a raw piece of cod from the inside of the cabbage that's been fermented. And of course, the cod has been fermented as well. And she also took out a huge fresh piece of shrimp. And that moment, I was like, oh my God, that looks so good. I think that's like such a special part about kimchi. It's that we're both our families are from Jeollado, which is in the south of the country, which means we use a lot of fish sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we like that salted, fermented seafood taste. But do you ever do a vegan kimchi?
Yeah, I'm going to show you today. So all this process, if you guys are vegan, just okay, I'm stop. Okay, from now, vegan, okay? So be sure if you are vegan, okay?
Yeah. Let's get started.
Yeah.
I think the first step to kimchi making is the salting, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you do it?
So
Yeah.
we have 2 cutting board, right? So cabbage, okay. First, you guys have to start with the cabbage. You go to Korean market, find that some nice cabbage, but larger one is better. Also, outside is layer is green color. That's my favorite. It has a lot of vitamin inside, mineral, everything inside. So I'm always, whenever I see the good-looking cabbage, my heart is already beating. Because I know that what the outcome will be. So this cabbage you find, so first you gotta cut it in half. But when you cut it in half, knife, see, you guys can learn kimchi today, right? So be sure to look at me. Be sure to look at this cabbage, not me, okay? So with a knife like this, so around 2 inches, around here, cut in half. So like this, and then split with your both hands, gently. Why?
My mom says asa, asa, asa.
Yeah.
That sound.
Why? If I cut it in half from just like sword, right? In that case, inside my cabbages, look at that. I don't know what's going on inside, but these cabbages all here and there. These guys are all damaged. So basically, I don't want to split some pieces. So that's the way that we Koreans make kimchi. So that very clean cut, right? And then there is a half, and then cut just to give a split, a little bit, like this, and also this here.
I once interviewed Chef Chi-hye Kim in Michigan, and she told me the reason that she does that is because she thinks of kimchi as preserving the essence of the vegetable. So each cut you make is like kind of killing it. And she also said that kimchi is kind of like a zombie. which I thought was a funny like metaphor, because it's true. You're sort of maintaining the integrity of the vegetable, and you want it to taste like the vegetable, but in its like heightened state. So I feel like that's a really good tip. That's what my mom does too.
So this is the reason I don't cut all through. Is that also okay? For a while, you guys intact each other. That's kind of my order. You know why? You will see. Okay, now we gotta salt this. So far, no problem. You guys can find, right? Follow me, right? Okay, and then let's do
Salt.
the salt. Where is some water? We need to
Right here.
dunk this in the water.
Let's see.
Sometimes when you make many batches, big quantities of kimchi and salty water, I make that. My mom makes a large basin and then pour some salt and then mixing the already salty water. Then you just dunk this cabbage and then take it out and then individual salting. But we make this only 3 pounds of cabbage. I don't do this. I want to save my salt. So that's why just water, okay? So where is it? Water?
How much do you- yeah, water right
so
here.
you can use yours, okay?
Okay.
Here, you can
Right
go
here?
there.
Okay.
You can go.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have any, eh? Yeah.
I think right there. There's salt right here, but it's kosher salt. What kind of salt do you like to use?
We Koreans using, when I lived in Korea, always sea salt. My mom is her job like to make winter kimchi. She started from springtime. She buys that the big sack of salt, sea salt, and the sea salt is the covering sack is made with rice straw kind of some. So that's why there is a lot of gap. And then she put this in the corner, abandoned this. And then there is some kind of a bitter water is coming out. So that around the time the Kim Jang winter kimchi starts, perfect. The salt is good. But I just make a developing recipe and then I teach people that how to make it. You cannot find this kind of salt with some, like a special salt. But that's why I always use kosher salt. So, like this. Oh, I wish we had one more. But
one more?
You,
Okay,
So
I can
that
do
you
another
can
one.
do. Oh, yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
You have
I'll
one?
just get some water right here.
Oh, yeah?
Water?
No, come
Oh,
here.
okay.
Oh, wait.
What
For
do you
God's
want?
sake, yeah, you have one.
Oh,
you
I
have
see.
one.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
So I want you to also, together.
Yeah.
Together. So
Whatever,
you
show
can
us.
salt this,
How do we
and
do
then I
this?
can do this.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, you can.
so you dunk it first, and then you salt it,
Yeah,
and then you put
salt.
it back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's cool. We're
This is
sharing.
salt. Like this.
Okay.
1 pound per 2 tablespoons.
Do you focus on trying to get it in between each leaf, or do you not care?
You know that, right?
I do.
He's really a cooking guru, right? So, this cabbage, you see that the leaves, this kind of look like a stem part, The thick part is more salt.
Can I ask you
And-
why you cut it here? Is it because the root is hard?
Oh,
I've never seen that. That's
I
cool.
can tell you, okay? So
Okay.
a little later.
Oh, wait.
Don't interrupt me, salting. Because I forget. Sometimes, what did I do? What did I start talking? So don't interrupt me.
Okay. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
salt. So easy.
Okay.
So far, you guys can follow it. When you go home, you guys will have to make kimchi, right? So, and then the other one, you already done?
No, not yet.
Oh. So like this, a lot of soaking. Okay.
It also helps the salt stick when you dunk it in water first.
I will tell you a really funny story. People think that wow, she's so good at cooking, But first time when I made the kimchi, I skipped this, the dunking in the water. So I just sprinkle some salt. Hours. Kimchi never like salted. And then salt, I still can see salt on top, right? What's going on? And then later, just someone who has been making kimchi for entire life, just show me, dunk in the water, boom, boom. So finish. So I thought that, wow, this is my first mistake when I made the kimchi. So you need to always dunk in the water.
Do you ever get the backside?
Huh?
Do you care about salting this part? Or does
Oh
it not
no,
matter?
I usually,
Okay.
just inside. Inside the thick part, more salt.
Right.
Thinner part is just a little bit because.
Yeah, this part is like a little harder, so you want to focus on this area when you're salting. Because the leafy parts, they get soft very quickly. They brine very quickly, so you're sort of like distributing
Yeah.
accordingly.
So now, this is cabbages. He asked me why you give split some little bit, because more easily you can salt. If this is a little bit quarter, and then I need to each one I need to do this handle this. It takes a long time. Plus also it's cabbage is going to be broken. So just to save time and also save my cabbage, just I'm going to do this way. And then when you wash later, we have to wash and then salt. So extra salt we gotta remove, and also you see it looks very clean. Actually, really dirty inside. Between the leaves, like a little slippery. So how I know that when I'm washing, and it has to be like a squeak sound, right? So clean. 3 times I wash and rinse. So now our cabbage is salting now, and then so this is the most important, and also takes a long time. Think about 200 heads of cabbage. Think about somebody. This takes a long time. So my mom used like a huge basin, and then just filled with this cabbage. And 6 hours later, she has to turn it over because down is that just all this water is coming out. Upper is still salting, so you need to turn it over. So we make this kimchi very short, the little bit. So just we can only. It takes just 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Every 30 minutes, you can just turn it over. Easy. So while I'm doing other stuff, cooking, okay, kimchi. Let's make a kimchi. Okay, salting. And then I'm still making kimchi stew. And then, okay, you don't have to measure 30 minutes. Just, once in a while. And just, turn it over.
I usually take a bath during that time.
Yeah, and then 2.5 hours around that time later, just wash. Just nice rinse, running water and clean until all this cabbage inside is not slippery anymore. That's it. So far, no problem, right? Yeah.
So you're looking for the squeaky sound when you wash
So
it.
now just and then we are doing next project. So this one we can just a little bit abandon, but always you corner your eyes, you gotta see this, because we love kimchi. We love this cabbage. So you
Okay.
this is your work.
And so after rinsing, we do have some backups here. Well, we can
Yeah.
get it later. Okay. We're going to make the sauce now, right?
Yeah.
Great.
This is your knife.
Thank you.
I ruined your.
You can ruin anything of mine. Okay. So what's in our sauce? We're going to use a food processor.
So in the old days, my grandmother didn't have this kind of cool things, right? But these days, everybody has. So use blender. But if you don't have, use a food grater. Use grater and crush, whatever method you're using, crush and mince. So we need the garlic. So garlic, this garlic is the right amount.
Yeah.
So I
so.
think that 9 garlic is enough, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. So I always remove this part. This, you see? This part.
Is there
yeah.
a reason?
Yeah.
I always wondered.
Can you
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that? Let's put this garlic here.
Okay. This is kind of a rare opportunity. We're making kimchi with Maangchi. That's like a very special thing. So, thanks for being here.
Thank you. So garlic and onion.
Okay.
Onion, somebody already chopped.
Amelia, thank
Yeah.
you for helping us.
And then this
Some pears.
this is a pear. I usually peeled. So before adding, I usually peeled. So because I want to enjoy the white color, so puree. So okay, this is a Korean pear or a Bosque pear. So among the Western pear, I thought that both pear looks like a Korean pear because the outer color is a little tan color, and also when it's kind of sweet and well ripe, the pear is good. So pear just a little bit, and then
Ginger.
ginger. Ginger also just a little bit.
This recipe is in Maangchi's Big Book of Korean Cooking, by the way. So if you need the recipe.
So onion, garlic, ginger, and pear. And then let's operate.
Okay.
Oh, here,
Oh.
here.
Do you do it very finely or more
Finely,
mushy?
puree. You gotta.
Puree. Sometimes when you see it struggling, I add the fish sauce at this step so that it can have some liquid to puree, but
Because
think
I
we're
want to show them the vegan.
Oh, right.
So far, I didn't
Right.
add any animal here, right? Any animal or any fish. So now, if you want to make a puree, but I don't want to make this a little greedy, so I will add some more water here. So you guys can see totally it has to be very pureed. So, can you add
Okay.
some water here
oh, yeah,
a little
sure.
bit?
Of course.
Okay. Okay. And then meanwhile, let's bring the porridge that we made.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to talk about the porridge a little bit? So, maybe,
You guys can see here, when you salt this, always the cutting part is up. So that salt is going down, right? Somebody made a mistake. So can we wash this one?
yes.
Maybe this one.
This one too?
Yeah, we need to make a kimchi paste. So where
Right,
can
right.
we make?
We can do it in these.
Here? Oh,
Yeah.
be careful.
So, what is the porridge for?
So, okay. Where is the,
Right here.
yeah, oh, this. So, the paper towel. You have a paper towel?
Sure. Maybe.
Oh,
We
no.
have.
Okay,
that
this
one.
is a clean one.
Yes.
So, can you clean nicely? Okay, this one is you guys need my explanation because so it takes time. So to make this kind of a good consistency, kimchi, when you make the kimchi and the kimchi kind of, we are now making kimchi paste. So like this one, I already asked them to this. I already pre-made. How I made 1 cup of rice and 1 tablespoon glutinous rice. Do you know glutinous rice flour or rice flour? Not available? Then just wheat flour. So available,
really?
right?
Wow.
So we are going to, and then you just boil this, mixing. So basically like this kind of a consistency. And then just around 2-3 minutes later, it's going to be bubbling. So I told you, my mom made like a huge, pot, like the bubbles are popping up. I felt really like I want to eat this. So, and then sugar. To make it a little kind of sweet, just we need to add some sugar here, just a little 1 tablespoon sugar. And if you don't like sugar, just skip it. But this is my recipe, and also very simple recipe, and my old time. I usually don't eat the sugar. I'm kind of afraid of sugar, but when I make the kimchi, I'm serious. Okay, it has to be delicious, right?
The sugar helps with fermentation too, right?
Yeah.
Do you need some?
So
Oh,
we
here.
gotta. So what is okay? So now
It kind of looks like condensed milk.
this is so you can guess taste what it tastes like. Just kind of a little bit gooey and a little kind of sweet.
It must taste like dok, right?
Yeah.
Rice cake. I actually don't know if I have
Okay, then, so put this puree here.
it. Okay. Gorgeous. I love the smell of this.
Yeah.
It's like ginger, garlic, kind of the perfect combo. Just put it all in. Great. Gorgeous.
Why I'm just keep scraping? Because of just my habit. I don't want to lose anything.
Yeah. All that goodness.
So,
Okay.
as you see, a little kind of a color. This one is now. How many guys are vegan or you are interested in vegan or vegetarian kimchi? So there is no fish sauce, not at all. So now if you are vegan, stop this here and then add soy sauce. So when you choose soy sauce, not dark one. Dark one is why? Because dark color will change the kimchi paste, not bright red. We want bright red. So use light color soy sauce. So soy sauce add instead of fish sauce. But I'm kind of a big fan of fish sauce. So vegan people, you should know that, okay? So now we gotta use the,
So which one?
yeah, this is a quarter cup already,
Yeah.
pre-measured. So I used the quarter cup.
And we both
Do
love...
you think this is too much? Quarter cup?
I don't know. I think that's
Okay.
a quarter cup.
This
Yeah,
amount,
just
I
use your-
think.
Yeah.
And then this tiny shrimp. This is also fermented shrimp. And then 1 tablespoon only we need. So
Get you...
if you are bothered by this tiny shrimp eyes, and you can just chop it up, mincing. So, and then Korean gochugaru, hot pepper flakes. I
Nice.
use a lot, yeah.
Yeah, me too. You know, like her recipes taste like my family's food, and I think it might be because of where we come from. The further north you go up on the peninsula, it's gonna be less red than this. I found that really interesting, and
I usually need more. I need more hot
There's
pepper
more right there.
flakes.
nice. Yeah.
In my cookbook, I already give a warning. Hey, I use 1 cup hot pepper flakes, but just if you think this is too spicy for you, use just half a cup. So I just already gave my, the people that, so warning.
But gochugaru is not that spicy, right? Would you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, Korean gochugaru is not that spicy.
Sweet,
and also
mild.
you can choose a medium and hot spicy.
And there's also pek kimchi, which doesn't even have gochugaru in it.
Yeah. Can you see the consistency? Beautiful.
What are we looking for here in terms of consistency?
Nice.
Nice.
And then
Okay.
now this hot pepper flakes is going to be soaked in this liquid. So it's going to be a little thicker by time goes by.
Right.
So meanwhile, we gotta cut the vegetables here. Okay. You can see it here.
Thank you.
So
So I got the scallions
uh-huh.
and then chives. Those are really pretty.
Yeah.
Look, thank you for getting chives with the blossoms on them. It's gorgeous.
Oh,
Do you ever
radish?
put this on there, in there? Oh,
no,
there you go.
no, just
Okay, no.
only this part.
Okay.
Yeah, this part.
Okay. And
This
all
is
of
a
these?
Korean grocery. You go to Korean grocery store, everything solved. Just there's a chives. Not this is a kind of a chives, Western chives. Just I never use this. I am afraid. So you guys can use it, but I never used it in my life. So I'm going to cut off this up.
Okay, let's cut it off.
And then I
don't
asked
like
them to radishes, daikon, and look at this. For 3 pounds of cabbage, I need just only this amount. But I don't know how to do the rest of this.
Writing a recipe that has daikon or Korean radish is impossible because
Yeah.
you have to, they're so big and you
Yeah.
never need all of it. But that's the thing, like I
Look
would
at
eat
the
it.
carrot. Yeah, so big, huge.
So.
So
Oh, look, they have this like produce set up here.
green
That's so nice.
onion, you
Okay.
can cut green onion here. I'm going to
okay.
matchstick this.
Into maybe like 3-inch or 2-inch segments. How big should I do this?
Huh?
How big?
This is the diagonally, just
Okay.
like this,
Oh, okay.
like this.
Oh, okay.
And then this one is a chop it up. Yeah.
Okay. This is the part that always takes me forever. And so when we were deciding on the demo, Maangchi was like, I'm gonna do that part because it takes longer. So that's why I'm doing this part. But I think the point about kimchi is everyone has their role. So the less experienced people like me can do this, like, we can like, you sort of like take the step that fits you. And that's why it's such a communal process. I think it's really fun to make kimchi with other people. And you know, at the end of it, everyone gets to go home with a jar, which is really nice.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
sound,
Fun.
that sound is so iconic. If you follow her YouTube channel, then you know that sound. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Got scallions.
Wherever I go, even travel more than 1 week, I bring my whole gear, cooking, kitchen. So including my kitchen knife. But today is exceptional because of New York Times. So I'm sure that they bring the nice knife. Okay.
Okay, we have 1 minute, Maangchi. You guys can't see this, right? Okay. Nice. Okay. These are gorgeous, though. I like these. I think it's just like...
You can use also food processor to make the nice matchsticks, not like me.
You know,
When I learned these matchsticks, I was elementary school. And one day my mom was not there. So, okay, I'm going to be like my mom. And with one radish, I did in the kitchen. Of course, I had a lot of bleeding. But just I didn't tell anything about this to my mom. If I tell my mom will hit me. So I didn't say.
I feel like you don't talk about your mom that much in your videos.
Yeah.
But you see her sometimes in LA, right? Anyway.
So see, you guys can see inside, really beautiful, colorful. But Kim Jang, I talk about winter kimchi. When you make winter kimchi, actually, we add more. So your mom using more some other
Yeah, my mom likes using pine nuts, actually. I like the flavor of that, too.
pine nuts.
Yeah.
And also my mom using some, I came from the like a harbor city, southern part of Korea, and we used some freshly shucked oyster. So a lot of oyster my mom buy. And then oyster, some people are using all kind of stuff. One day I used just to experiment, and I used ground beef and first cooked when I added. Oh my God, so delicious. This one is the first time I released this. I don't know what happened to me today. So I give you all my secret. So the kimchi, because I use this ground beef, cooked ground beef, and kimchi is suddenly really, this is like not kimchi. It's like a real, some panacea. You can just eating all kinds of it has a protein, vitamin, mineral, all kinds of even just fiber, perfect food. Then when the kimchi is fermented, I just dump it into my pot and pour some water and then boil. So such a nice kimchi stew. I make it. So I don't need to add some extra, pork belly, anything. So that was a really kind of also. That means that you guys can be more like creative. More creative than Koreans, maybe. Let me know, right? So now, you should explain what happened to this cabbage.
So this is the one moment where we're doing movie magic, and we just, these have already been brined, so that's what's going on right now. And we have to finish this demo, Maangchi, because look at the time.
Okay. Oh my God, yeah. So now, So while I'm washing, just cut off.
right, right, I
And then easily more, you can wash very easily. So now I gotta wear some. Eddie, you need this?
I actually don't use gloves. Is
Huh?
that weird? I don't use gloves.
Okay, you don't
that
use
okay?
Oh, okay.
I wash my hands.
Suddenly you feel like real Korean.
Why do you use gloves? That's my question.
I usually at home I don't use my glove, but today is a cooking demo. I don't want to
I
have
see.
some my red hands after
Oh,
this.
okay. Yeah, we have to meet people later. We're gonna be signing cookbooks back there right after this, by the way. So if you want to say hi.
Okay, let's do that. Bring the container. Where
Oh,
we can
what
put.
container? Oh, okay.
I'm going to start now. See, look at this. Put some, and then like this.
This part is really like relaxing to me. Okay. Wow, this is gorgeous. I wonder what kind of gochujang it is. Do you see how bright it is? Are there cameras up there? I was like, I hope they can't see this. Okay.
Yeah, can you open this?
Yes.
We gotta put this somewhere.
Wow, that was so fast. It takes me forever.
You encourage me. I gotta do again.
Oh my god. Okay. These are adorable. So these are stainless steel, really great for fermenting, and they stay very clean.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to catch up. Wow, that is really pretty though.
Some skillful cook will see while you are putting kimchi paste inside. Okay, I can do more paste here. So some newbies are making, holy mackerel, I still a lot of left. What should I do? You know, see? So we can add more. Just
Oh,
only
so-
one left.
It's so pretty. All right. Yeah. You know, it's really nice to mix the sauce onto the cabbage in the sauce bowl so that you can see how much you need to distribute evenly. I feel like that's like something I do. Oh, so pretty.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Okay, this one, what I'm doing usually at home, just the last one. This guy, I just split this. Split this and then I eat for my lunch.
Oh. Is that what we're doing?
My mouth is watering already.
Okay.
So at this point, I have to make some warm rice. Warm rice, and my mom, when she made the kimchi, Kim Jang, and her friends came over, and when they come, and they bring that kind of red gloves, so rubber gloves, and then, oh, we are set, we are ready to help you. And then they working together, okay?
One thing about kimchi making is it always makes kind of a mess because I'm really disorganized. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay.
So, like this. This is kind of my way, usually. And or some people are think that, oh, kimchi has to be, we have to wait until it's fermented, it tastes sour. No, no, no. This fresh kimchi is very delicious. Fresh kimchi is, I always, my son is even, he's like even adult now, my son, he's just coming to me. And then I just put this sesame seeds, toasted sesame seeds, and then I give it to his mouth. So this is a really good interaction with you too?
Are you gonna do it to me?
Sure.
Okay.
Your mom will be jealous.
No, she loves you. It's fine. I just wanted this on camera so that I could use it on my resume someday. Just kidding.
Where is the sesame seeds, by the way?
Yeah. We don't have. Oh, here. It's a really good idea. It's like.
Yeah. Look at that. This is a love, my love, right? So when I give it to my children, so say and then give it to. So I'm so happy as a mom. He still love this kind of bite. Okay, so Eric.
Thank you so much. Thank God. So we'll be back there, okay? Taste.
Is it done? Taste the
I think we're done. yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you help me?
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Clean hands.
Thank you.
Thank you.